Martha Lispy, and I'm a regional director for AFSCME Council 31, and I'd like to welcome all of the AFSCME Local 1110 members, their family, their friends, and all of our supporters out here. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming out today to help us elevate our message that it's time for a fair contract. The members of AFSCME Local 1110 provide vital services to staff and students at ISU, and these members are struggling. They're struggling to make ends meet. AFSCME Local 1110 has been at the bargaining table since October and have been unable to get an agreement for a fair contract. That's not acceptable. It's just not. Today, we have come together to have our voices heard, to tell President Kinsey, the Board of Trustees, and ISU Administration that the time is now. Do the right thing and agree to a fair contract. Fair treatment, fair pay. That's why we are here today. Fair treatment, fair pay. That's why we are here today. Fair treatment, fair pay. That's why we are here today. Fair treatment, fair pay. That's why we are here today. I would like to kick things off by introducing the president of AFSCME Local 1110, hardworking member of our bargaining team, and a building service worker here at ISU, Chuck Carver. Let's give him a big round of applause.
Good afternoon. Thank you all for being here. I am Chuck Carver. I've been a building service worker here at ISU for about 10 years now. And I am the president of our union, AFSCME Local 1110. We do the work that makes ISU happen every single day. We prepare the food, we serve the food in the campus dining centers, we keep the buildings clean from the classrooms to the restrooms, and everywhere in between. We maintain the grounds from shoveling snow to cutting grass, and much, much more. But this university keeps salaries low, so low they can't hire or keep enough staff to do the work. That's why we've given notice of our intent to strike unless management agrees to a fair contract. We don't want to strike, but we will do whatever it takes to make these good jobs, better jobs for our families and for the ISU community. Let me tell you a few things that will explain how we came to this point. A building service worker like me starts at $13.70 an hour. Almost 20% of our bargaining unit makes even less than that. And you could honestly make that by walking into Taco Bell right now. Yep. And in contrast to a livable wage here in McLean County is considered to be $16 an hour. Many of us on this campus are making far short than that. And ISU isn't rewarding experience or dedication. And people like me with a decade of service are barely making $20 an hour. It's not right. You can walk in off the street today at Rivian, Case IH, or Bridgestone and make that much. The result is ISU can't get new people hired or keep the staff that we got now. We have been losing 4 of our brothers and sisters a month, and they've only been hiring 1 to replace them. This means way too much work for us that stay. All right, so let's talk about what's going on at the bargaining table. I've helped negotiate 3 union contracts. Before this one and every time that when we comes to livable wages, the university tells us to wait for the next contract.
Yes, they do.
Well, we're tired of waiting. We voted 96% to authorize a strike. And we gave notice to ISU that we intend to strike next week if they refuse to treat us fairly. We are still coming to the table. We don't want to strike. But we can't continue taking these low wages and dealing with total disregard that they show us. We all appreciate so much all the support that we have gotten from the students and faculty all across this great campus. If the big shops up top of this university valued our work the way that you do, I know we'd have a fair contract already. And with the university administration that couldn't care less about those of us who make ISU happen every single day. And again, I can't tell you how much it means to us to know that the students and faculty respect our work. Please continue to stand with us on these tough days ahead. Again, thank you all, our members, our supporters, for being here today. And now, it's my pleasure, it's my honor to introduce to you your next speaker, the Executive Director of AFSCME Council 31, Roberta Lynch.
Thank you so much. I'm going to talk more to the members of Local 1110 in just a minute, but I want to begin by thanking the students and faculty who are here today. I look out at this crowd and I know there are a lot of students here because I can see there are a lot of young people here, and that gives all of us so much hope. So much hope. You are the hope to get a fair contract for these workers, and you are the hope to carry forward the fight for fairness and justice in our state and in our country today. I want to make sure that all of you here and all of the members of Local 1110 know that AFSCME members from Local 3585, from Local 3236, from Local 699, from Local 3464, and from Local 2608 have all traveled here to be with you today and support you in your fight. Thank you all for being here. Sisters and brothers, Illinois State University is a major educational institution in our state. I was driving around this campus today, and I've been here before. It's a big place. It's a big campus, sprawling, growing. It is setting a leadership role in state universities when it comes to buildings. It's got great buildings. I can see that. The university believes in buildings. I get it. But what about the people who keep those buildings clean every day? What about the people who put food on the table? What about the people who make sure the grounds are clean? Let's care about the people. Let's not just care about the buildings. Let's care about the people. Because I'm going to tell you this. When times were hard, the members of Local 1110 stepped up. These workers who already were at the low end of the wage scale. When Bruce Rauner was trying to starve state universities, don't forget, he wanted to close the state universities down because he didn't want people to have ready access to education. And our union led the fight against Bruce Rauner. And the members of Local 1110 contributed because they didn't get a pay raise then, when there was no money. They didn't get a pay raise then. Then came the pandemic. When the schools shut down. The members of Local 1110 made more sacrifices. They didn't get a pay raise then. And they kept on working in many circumstances to make sure that this campus stayed vibrant and strong. Now, in these times, you following what they're doing in Springfield? They have so much money, they don't know what to do, and they want to give it back to the taxpayers. Great, that's fine. But 5%, this university got 5% increase in the current budget. Are they offering 5% to the workers? What does that mean? They got a 5% across the board. That means they're going to take money out of the pockets of the workers who should be getting their share of that 5% and give it to what? Another building, another administrator at the top of the stack? No! And get this. They got an extra 5% bonus this year. Extra on top of that 5%. Yeah. So we should get a 5% bonus too. You know, Illinois State University wants to be a leader, right? It wants to set a standard for education. It wants to build better lives, or so it says, for students as they march into the future. And sisters and brothers, you can't be a leader. You can't be a leader for a better future if you're not a leader for fairness. Yeah. If you're not a leader for justice. If you're not a leader for human dignity. This university must change course and change it now. We are here today to send a message. The people who keep this university going, the people who keep this university working, if they don't get a fair contract, they're going to be going out. Yeah. Out. I know, especially to all the members of Local 1110 who are here today, I know you do not want to have to go out on strike. I know that. You have families to support. A strike is not an easy thing to do. It is a brave and bold thing to do. It is a last resort thing to do. It is a fundamental moment that you have come to when you are prepared to stand up and say to this university, see us! We don't want to be invisible any longer. See us! See us! See how hard we work! See the families we're trying to support! See how our work contributes to this university. See us. See us. See us. Sisters and brothers, I'm here today to say that all of AFSCME from one end of this state stands with you in this fight. Students and faculty stand with you on this fight. And I am here today to send a message to the people at the top of this university. Shame on you! Shame on you! If you don't value these workers, if you don't negotiate a fair contract, shame on you, and I guarantee you, you will pay. We are not going to go quietly into any dark night. Okay? We are going to stand up in the daylight. We are going to lead the way in standing for fairness and justice. And when we do that, sisters and brothers, we will prevail. Thank you.